Hey guys, welcome back to my channel hiscamherbackpack. I'm Shatakshi and I'm back with another video from my Europe travel series. So this video is purely about the EU Rail Global Paas. The countries I covered during my Europe trip were France, Belgium and Netherlands. Soon after this video, I'll be also releasing a video on how I did a budget trip from India, completing 3 European countries. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, do it right away and do not forget to press bell icon to get the notifications for the new video. So we will start with what is EU Rail Paas. EU Rail is basically a global pass and it reduces the hassle of buying multiple train tickets. With one single pass, you can travel across multiple European countries and you can cover major cities. The most important question that is buying EU Rail Paas worth it and what are pros and cons. So I think this is a bit tricky to answer. You should draft a rough itinerary, number of places you're going to visit. You can check the individual costing of the train. Now remember that the train tickets booked in advance are way cheaper than booked at last minute or just a month before. I will talk about my journey. Here are some of the reasons why I bought EU Rail Paas. First point is freedom of travel. As I told you that EU Rail is a global pass, you do not need to buy multiple train tickets. And since the rail connectivity of Europe is really amazing, most of the times you will end up using trains. You can actually save a lot of time if you already have this pass, especially if you are traveling on your own and each day you have very strict itinerary. You would not want to waste your time standing in ticket queue. EU Rail Paas can also be used on your public transport like subway system and buses in selected countries. You can also use this pass for your regional journeys. For example, travel from Rome to Paris and then take regional trains within Paris all with one single EU Rail Paas. EU Rail is global pass and it covers almost 33 countries. So if your itinerary is covering multiple countries in Europe, I think EU Rail may be truly beneficial compared to the airfare cost. But most important thing is you do not need to do seat reservations for your local or regional trains, but if you are traveling for domestic high speed or international trains, seat reservations would be required and seat reservations have an additional fee also. EU Rail Paas also offers discount for young people and senior citizens. A lot of accommodation partners have collaborated with EU Rail and they help tourists avail discounts on hotels and other accommodations. You can refer EU Rail website for more such details. Now, which pass to buy? So if you are traveling across Europe by train, then I think flexibility provided by EU Rail Global Pass will be truly beneficial to you. You can choose to buy consecutive pass or flexible pass. Flexible pass allows you to choose which days to travel. For example, 10 days in 4 months, 15 days in 2 months, 5 days in a month or 4 days in a month and more such options. Not only you can choose whether to purchase a flexible or consecutive pass, you can also choose whether to buy a first class or a second class ticket. So first class will obviously provide you more comfort than second class. So if comfort is high on your list and budget is not concerned, you can definitely opt for first class ticket. I chose second class and frankly speaking, it was not at all bad. In my opinion, it was not worth straining my budget by traveling through first class in my journey. Moreover, for me, the focus has always been on the unique experiences and a budget trip. And since we are talking about experiences, I would totally recommend you taking at least one journey on high-speed EU Rail network.
So guys, this is our EU Rail app and here you can see the option is My Trip. Now this is the already added trip which I created when I was traveling to Europe. I'll show you how you can create a new trip from the scratch. So when you will go to this My Trip option, you click here and this here you can name your trip. So let's say I name this trip as Europe, and since I don't have any, let's say I don't have any pass right now, so I'm not selecting this below option. I'll go and add this trip. Now you see this Europe trip is added to my Trip list. If I click over this, now here I can add all my journeys. So I click on add your first journey and let's say that my starting station is Amsterdam Sloterdijk and I want to travel to, let's say, Zaandam. So I will search it and it will show you the different trains. If you click on later option, it will show you all the trains of that day. Let's say I want to travel through the first train. I'll click on it. If you expand it, it will show you if there are any in between stations, so it will give you the list of all those stations. So what I'll do is I'll save this journey to the Europe trip which I created. Now let's say I want to create another trip from Amsterdam. Let's say I want to travel to Paris. So I will travel to Paris Nord, and now again it is showing me different trains. If I click on first one, you see this is not the direct one. So if I expand it, so from Sloterdijk it will take you to Schiphol. Then at Schiphol you will have to change the train, and these are the intermediate stations. Like this, it will give you entire list of what all stations your train will pass through. So let's say I want to travel through this train. I'll save it to my journey, Europe. Now if I go to my trip, these are the two journeys that I have added. Since I do not have a pass right now, so that's why it is not showing you any option to activate or deactivate your trip. So what I'll do is, next thing I'll show you is, let's say you have added your pass to your way. इसमें मुझे जितनी भी ट्रेन्स लेनी है ना, डे बाय डे मैंने ऐड कर रखी है. अब जैसे मुझे जान चांस के लिए जाना है, तो इसमें I'll go to my trip, और my trip में अगर मैं 19th में देखूँ तो मैंने एक ये ट्रेन ऐड कर रखी है 10:48 to 11 जान चांस. तो ये ऑलरेडी एक्टिवेटेड है. इनकेस आपके में कैसा आएगा, जब आप एक्टिवेट नहीं करोगे ऐसा दिखाएगा, तो आपको इसे स्लाइड करके ऐसे एक्टिवेट करना है. उसके बाद एक्टिवेट करने के बाद इसको माय टिकट, हाँ यहाँ पे देखो ये शो टिकट का ऑप्शन आ रहा है, ये स्कैनर आ गया. तो ये स्कैनर लेके यू विल एंटर इनटू द स्टेशन, और ये पूरे डिटेल्स चेक होंगे जब कोई भी टीटी वगैरह चेक करने आएगा. बट मेन इज़ दिस स्कैनर. इससे आप एंटर करोगे और इसी स्कैनर के थ्रू आप एग्जिट कर पाओगे.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video will be truly helpful for you to choose a perfect EU Rail Global Pass for your next Europe trip. Keep traveling.